I don't know what I'm doing. All right, this is my sec. This is my sec. This is my second tech review, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But if you're tuning in, you must have liked my first one. We talked about the PlayStation Portal. But today, we got another animal. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what it is, then maybe you don't know anything about gaming. But I bring to you the greatest, the almighty, the one and only, the Nintendo Switch 2. But anyways, stop saying but anyways. We're not doing this but anyways crap. This is the upgraded model to the Nintendo Switch. I had the old original. I know it's kind of missing the remotes. It's kind of a little dusty in there. But we had to move on. We had to go up to the next best, greatest Nintendo console out there. When I tell you, I held off on this console for a while. And the reason being is because I didn't want another handheld console. I was not big into handheld, as I stated before in my last review. I lose interest in these very quick. But when I tell you, I don't know what it is about this. Maybe because of the 7.9-inch screen on this thing, or the way the remotes click and attach. I don't know, but there's something about this that drives me back to Nintendo. I'm even playing Pokemon again, and dude, it's been a blast. The Nintendo Switch has 12 gigabytes of memory, 256 gigs of internal storage, expandable memory through the SD slot, with an NVIDIA graphics card that can support up to 4K on 120 gigahertz. A handheld. This is basically a whole nother console. But the beauty of this one is I can literally, as I'm playing a game on the TV, go, you know what? I'm gonna go play some game while I'm taking a doop. Has a 5,220 milliamp battery that can last anywhere from 2 to 6 hours, depending on what you're doing or playing. For networking, it has an updated Wi-Fi 6 Ethernet port on the dock itself, and it also has Bluetooth capability. So it allows you to connect other remotes, even from the Switch 1. Yeah, I said it, the Switch 1. The Switch 1 remotes work on this, including the Joy-Cons. I have a regular Nintendo Switch Pro remote that I use with this console. The one thing I will say, my lazy butt, I can't stand that I can't turn on the actual Switch with my Nintendo Pro Remote 1. That is the only downside, and that's how they get you to the new one. But I will tell you, the Nintendo Pro Controller 2 does have back buttons as far as I'm aware of, and I'm a big sucker for back buttons. If you're a professional gamer or like to play with extra buttons, it's definitely worth it. They also updated the actual Joy-Cons on this console. You used to have to slide them in before, and usually, you know, they would either break, or the little hinge on it from taking it off and on and on and off and on and off would actually wear it down to the point you could just slide it off without a lock. Not ideal for a lot of people. One of the things that a lot of people were very scared of when they announced the Switch 2 and they showed off the Joy-Cons and how they attach and detach off of this console is that they would just break or they wouldn't work. Well, I gotta tell you, I don't know what they did to this, but this thing is fantastic. Literally, there's this button right here. I don't even know if I'm showing it correctly on the camera because I can't see what I'm looking at. But you push, and that's it. Literally, it's just magnetic. It's magnetic. If I want to put it back on there, oh, beautiful sound. Hold up, mic's over here. ASMR. You want some more ASMR? Yeah? Oh, fantastic. And the beauty, they also upgraded the actual stand on this thing. Remember the old stand on the old Switches where it was just one little hinge and it would break? Just like this one. This is my old original Switch. That thing snapped right off. All it took was one fall and boom, it was gone. I don't even know where it went. Well, this one is just a hinge. It's actually very sturdy. Even though this looks weak and pathetic, you can even lay it down, which is crazy. Nintendo Switch 2 also has your normal game cartridges. You have your Switch 2 cartridges, which most of them, as a lot of people have discussed and are upset about, is you'll notice some of them will just say key cards, which are basically, there's no game inside. It's legitimately just a starter for you to download the game onto your console. This one is Pokemon Legends ZNA. This is actually an actual game card. I don't know if there's a weight difference between the two. I don't have the other types, so I can't really tell you. So you're just gonna have to figure it out and look it up on the internet yourselves. You know, stop being lazy. Just use Google, use YouTube, just like how you found me. God. The console has your traditional USB-C charging port. You also have another USB port on the top, and this can be used for a camera because you can play online and actually video chat your friends while you play Mario Kart, Smash Bros, whatever type of game that's online and you have the Nintendo subscription. You can video chat them and play on the go. Is it great? I'm not sure. I personally haven't tried it. As far as the things that I saw on it, on how well it works, it's not all that great, and I'm a sucker for quality, and I've told you this before. If it's not great, it's not amazing quality, I don't care for it. I'm not going to spend the money for a camera to not get the quality that I deserve. I sound uptight. I just realized that all this stuff's going to be in the back. I'm going to have to cut that out, unless you want to see me twice. Maybe you'll just see me twice. What if this whole recording actually just didn't record anything, and it's just mute? This little mic isn't even recording my voice. What if that's not happening? I must be sweating. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie, doing these videos is kind of nerve-wracking. As you can see, the actual screen of this is beautiful. I don't know, can you see the screen? Can you see the actual? No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. What did I just do? All right, here we go. Look at that, boom. The main menu is very similar to the old original Switch, but so I was originally just playing Pokemon Sword because, like I told you, I've gotten addicted to Pokemon again. So we back on that Pokemon grind. You have the store, you have game something, you have something. I mean, y'all can see that, right? I hope y'all can see that, because I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better at these reviews, and I'm just doing a terrible job. I don't even know why y'all come back and watch. Is it just me, or does black consoles just look so clean compared to like a white console? No, that sounds bad. Oh, and if you didn't know, you can actually use one of the Joy-Cons as an actual mouse, which is really cool. The Nintendo Switch 2, as like other consoles, also do provide a lot of accessories, like different handheld attachments to this. Just like if you remember the old Switch. Go! I almost threw that. I almost threw my Switch. Oh man, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. My wife would have killed me. I almost forgot to mention, we can't forget about the actual dock. So the original dock was like this slim down taco looking thing. It just didn't work, right? You try to slide your Switch in there, it would wobble in there, you slam, it would just break. Like, it would break the actual charger. They've upgraded the actual dock. It's a lot more thicker, right? Still a taco, but I feel like it seeds in there a lot better than the original one did. You still have your normal hookups in the back, your AC adapter, your HDMI, and then your internet cable direct link. If you like a hardcore gamer, want some fast internet and make sure everything's running smooth. You also have the two. I'm struggling here. How do I put this back? Guys, don't listen to my reviews. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh God. Okay, I figured it out. And then you have two USB ports here. You can use these for connecting a controller to charge it, or wired controller, your typical accessories, your wired Switch controller, your GameCube controller. You want charger remotes, they would go there. USB. Yeah. Common sense. I hope you understand that, because if you don't, then why do you have a console? As I said, seeds in perfectly fine. Boom. Look at that. Not much wiggle. Wiggle. Sorry. Not much wiggle to get it in there. You just plop it in. Bing, bang, boom. And it looks beautiful. Like, look at this thing. Like, imagine that sitting on your actual entertainment system. Tell me that doesn't look great. It looks great to me. All right, so for a price tag of $549.99 at its current market price as of today, I think it's a hefty price for a portable console, but the fact that you can use it, on station, on your TV, and on the go kind of justifies it. I still think with the amount of power it has in the console itself, it should have been a little bit lower. So it came out when a lot of things were starting to mark up in price. So it was just worse timing for it. It's still sold out, and recent games like Pokopia that just came out just completely made revenue for Nintendo. Nintendo releasing Pokopia only on the Switch 2, as much as a lot of people didn't like that, it was a very good marketing decision, because it literally pushed the Nintendo Switch 2 out to way more people. And that's what they needed to do, and were struggling since they released the console. With that said, I personally, I love the console. I think it works for me going back to my nostalgia of wanting to play older games, like Pokemon, enjoying the graphical beauty of like cartoony type games, if that makes sense. I wouldn't play anything major on it, like Resident Evil Requiem or anything with massive high graphics, because you will notice the difference between a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox X with the Nintendo Switch too, even a PC. Like it's you can tell the difference. It's a powerful console, but it's still not powerful enough to run those heavy duty games that a lot of people want to play. I think that's it. I don't know what else I need to say about the Nintendo Switch 2. All I got to tell you guys, this is my second video for reviews. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, like, and share my content because it does help me. And once again, if you have any questions, comment below. I will be glad to answer them. If I said something wrong, call me out on it. I like that too, because then it makes me get better and I correct the information that I provide to you. I think that well. I think that well. I think that went well. Yeah. I think that went well. That was good. That was good. Cryptic, you're doing great. You're doing great. That was good.